Hello, students. Welcome to STEM Works. I am your host, Bhuvan Verma. This is a special series recorded by WRO, India National Organizer, India STEM Foundation. Our efforts are supported by National Council of Science Museum to showcase how STEM works for schools. We are very happy to inform you that India has secured first position in the World Robot Olympiad Robo Mission category. Team Greenbot battled with teams from Taiwan, Korea, Hong Kong, Canada, and others and secured the first position. My many congratulations to Team Greenbots. Link for my conversation with them is in the description below. Friends, today we are in for a treat. We have a very special guest for you, Principal Gunjan Danani of Jaipuria School, Alambagh. She is the catalyst who has helped many students realize joy in learning through teamwork and leadership of her own actions. She is also playing host for upcoming World Robot Olympiad City competition, details of which are in the description. Welcome, Principal Gunjan Danani, to the show. How are you?
Very well, sir. Thank you. And thank you for having me over here. It's a complete honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, all right. So diving straight into our viewers' questions, Principal Gunjan Danani, my students are curious to know from you, how does STEM education help students transition between school and college? And is there any difference?
There is a difference of thought process. It is just giving the picture of an ocean to a river. That's how I would bring STEM into the picture. So, STEM, like I believe, is an integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, when we are talking of integration, we are talking of the thought processes and the attitude also getting integrated and merged together. So it's an innovation driven charity that basically supports improvements. We are talking of improvements. We are talking of the mindset getting to think more, thinking out of the box. So this foundation is highly supported by IKE, that's the Innovation and Knowledge Exchange. So once again, the words and the terminology that we are using, words like innovation, words like exchange, words like attitude, this is what takes you into a transition from school to college.
Fantastic. That is a very comprehensive response. Students, I hope you are taking notes. This is key to success. You know how STEM education helps students in transition from schools to colleges. All right, on to my next question, Principal Gunjan Danani. My students are very curious to know, what do they understand by integrated inquiry and why is it important?
Firstly, I think it's very important to know what is integration all about. Integrated inquiry is also a solution within a problem. So that's how we look at situations. When we talk of integration inquiry, it's basically merging of problems, research, and solution together. You look at a problem, you research over it, you work towards it, you brainstorm, and then you come out with your own solution. It's when you integrate the questions and answers together and implementing the results. It's like going deep into the ocean and getting your own answers. So that's what personally, as an educationist, I would be teaching my children. Integration is all about getting deep into it.
All right. Thank you so much, Principal. Oh, to my next question, my students are very curious to know, how does STEM education help them learn about leadership?
Leadership, again, stems out of attitude. So when you are thinking out of the box, you tend to think of being a winner. So the very simple philosophy of merging of STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, it's like a permanent calculation in your mind. And you are calculating to reach the final destination. So STEM definitely is an organization, is a program, is a curriculum that makes you climb the ladder of success. And leader and success is hand in glove.
Absolutely. Principal Gunjan Naik, this is such an important aspect. You mentioned success, but with success also comes failure. And that's my students' next question to you. They want to know, how does one deal with failure? Are there any tips for them on this subject?
Just answer questions like what, when, where, how, very basic questions. I personally believe there is an immense amount of success behind every failure. It's how we accept the failure. If you accept the failure and do not repeat it, it is not a failure, it is a learning. It is how we look at a problem. If we look at a problem with a negative mindset, it's a failure for life. But if we look at a problem with an open mindset, this same failure can turn out to be the biggest success of one's life.
Absolutely. So beautifully and aptly put that with each failure, there is a learning in it and we must imbibe it. Thank you very much for giving such insights to my students. They will certainly benefit from it. Okay, next question from my students is, can you tell us how can we increase STEM exposure and what resources are required in doing that?
In a school industry or in the education sector, we generally have divided the entire schooling career into different categories. So STEM clubs is one very important category that should be taken, enhanced, empowered in every institution. Because a STEM club allows you to think out of the box. It allows you to think on your own without any probing done by the teacher. It allows you to get more creative, more innovative, more dynamic, and come out with results. So I personally would want a STEM club in every school.
Wow. So a big shout out to all the STEM clubs out there. Thank you, Principal, for sparing time and sharing tips and tricks with our students who are going to battle it out with their robots, with their creations at your facility and other city places. I hope they will find their moment of meaning in this STEM Works session. This session of STEM Works was curated by India STEM Foundation, the national organizer of World Robot Olympiad. World Robot Olympiad is an event for science, technology, and education. It is open for students from all streams, and they can come to showcase their creativity and problem-solving skills through challenging and educational robotics competition. Schools are invited to enter teams of 3 students to participate in this, and participating teams need to create, design, and build robot models. Till the time we meet again for another interesting session of STEM Works, keep tinkering and share this video with your parents and peers. Take care. Bye-bye.